Hola a todos, bienvenidos a Los Replicantes una vez más. Hoy hemos cambiado de escenario y es que nos estamos preparando para Eurovisión 2021, que estará de vuelta este año en Róterdam. Y hoy tengo conmigo, probablemente no os lo esperáis, pero tengo conmigo a la representante francesa que ha estado hace muy poquito en España, a Pravi, que interpretará su canción Voilà en la final del 22 de mayo. La tengo al otro lado de la pantalla. So nice to have you here on our studio, Barbara.
I'm so happy to be here, thank you.
How are you doing? Because it's not so much until we get to Eurovision, so how are you preparing yourself for the big moment?
I'm trying to not think about it in 1 month.
Exactly
No,
today.
Yes, I know. Actually, I feel fine, a little stressed, but I can't wait to be there. Can't wait to meet the other candidates. And no, actually, I'm fine. And it's beautiful here today in Paris. The sun is up, so it's cool.
How are you balancing yourself? Because there's a lot of emotion, there's a lot of interviews, there's a lot of performances. So how are you combining and coping with all the different scenarios you are currently going through?
For Rotterdam, you mean?
Yes, like all the media promo and the performances and the everything at the same time, and rehearsals.
You know, before I won the French
Selection?
Contest.
Yeah.
Yeah, selection. Thank you. I was already thinking about how life can change when you want something like this. So I decided to prepare myself. And for example, it was very important for me to still have moments of creation. So you know, next week I will have 1 week only to create, only on studio, etc., without any interviews, just because it's so important to make the balance. You said make the balance. I make the balance when I have moments of creation, and then moments of promotion, and then moments of sleep, because I need to sleep.
Really important, yes.
Moments to eat.
Yes. What do you like to eat in your spare time? What do you like to eat the most? What do you enjoy?
During what?
What do you enjoy the most about French cuisine, for example?
I'm a very good eater, so I eat all the time. So
Okay.
I eat everything, and I love. And actually, I think there's nothing I hate eat.
Maybe, I mean, is it like, what would you recommend to anybody coming for France? Like, do you have to eat fromage?
I love the meat. So if you're vegetarian, it's better if you don't stay with me, because I eat meat all the time.
Okay.
So I will recommend something with a big piece of meat.
So are we all eating meat next year in Paris?
I will. You will do what you want, but I will, of course.
Maybe there will be thousands of people, because you're one of the favorites to win Eurovision with Voilà. Does it put some pressure on you to be on the top of among the favorites of the bookies?
Not really, because I know that it can change anytime, and actually I don't want to feel the pressure, but I feel the love. The message I receive is only love and only support, and that's the important thing. But I don't want to think about the pressure. I don't want to think about the top, because I know that it can change. I know that it depends on so many things. You know, when we will be in Rotterdam, we all are going to have a lot of pressure. It depends on the pressure we will have there. It depends on the performance we will make. It depends on what the public will vote, what the juries will vote. So there is so many it depends on. So I prefer to stay focused on what I have to do, my energy to push my energy back to you on the right moment, etc.
And we are really feeling it. I want to go back to the backup performance you have filmed, and also to the performance that you know, the one that you got the win in the French selection. How is all going to change for Rotterdam, given the fact that the stage is going to be bigger, there's going to be a hell of a show, the lighting, the screens? How are you building up the performance? I don't want you to tell me everything, because I guess you will not, but I want you to tell me how you are building it and with whom.
you know, I know that the stage is going to be like huge, but I will stay the same small girl, so this is not very important for me to change stage, I mean to change the size of the stage. But actually I work with the same team as I was working with in France. For the light and the staging, it's Marika and Julian. We decided to make something very, very humble, I mean very pure, very straight to the point, because the important thing of Voilà is the message, is the emotion, and it's not all the things around. So it's gonna be very simple, and my preparation, I have, you know, I worked with Dior for the outfits. They call me and they say, hello,
Wow.
I want to make your outfit. And I say, yes, okay, of course, with pleasure.
Of course, yeah. Okay, great designing team.
I will have a crazy outfit. I'm so happy. And I work with my manager. Her name is Elodie. We work very close. We are very close. We are friends, and we are trying to stay very focused on our goal. I mean, sing Voilà the best I can, make the best and the beautifulest performance ever, and voilà, we will see.
And voila. What do you want Europe to feel? Because I know you told me about the outfit. How important for you is to keep and maintain like the staging on point? Like it's gonna be, you know, Eurovision is also a visual show. It needs this visual part. But how important is for you to people not to, you know, stay only focused on what you're wearing, on what they're saying, but the message of the song?
You know, it's, for me, the not only the message of the song, but the message of my life, of my human being, is the authenticity. I'm trying to stay very normal and very natural and very happy, and the thing I want to give. I hope people will feel my emotion. I hope they will feel, because you know I have like a emotion ball here, and
yeah.
I'm trying to do this, and I hope they will catch it.
Yeah. So in case you win, because I know there's some, of course there's some tracking, there's some records, you know, that say that France is not very well at doing very well at Eurovision for the last years. What is it going to happen if Barbara Pravi wins eventually at Eurovision?
I don't know. You know, I can't. I really can't have any projections because what's happening now is already too big for me. So actually I can't. I don't want, and I don't want to think too much about a possible victory, because I don't want to have any regrets. And actually, this is not my goal. I mean, I'm not going at the Eurovision with in mind the project of winning. I'm going there because I want to share. I'm going there because I'm so glad to have the chance to sing in front of 1,000 million people during this year, where any artist can sing because of the COVID, etc. So it's already a chance, and I really want to have this state of mind. I mean, going there, meet people, talk about my country, and being the voice of my country during one night. It's already like crazy.
Do you think your role as a person, both as a person as a singer, changed when you go up on stage? Because I see you very inspirational off the stage, but when you go on stage, you change.
When I go on stage, actually, it's true. I'm very. I started to be very interior. I mean, very concentrate, very. I'm trying to listen all my emotions inside. And then I'm trying to put it in words, put it in voice, put it in, you know, put it in energy, actually.
And because it's not the first time you take part in a contest where the Eurovision is involved, you have already won something related to Eurovision, and it's a junior Eurovision with Valentina and j'imagine. It's the second time you sent a song to the contest, because the first time was with Carla and Vin Vantois. I was in Poland that year. Yeah, I got an interview with her as well. How was those both experience for you to win Junior Eurovision and being on the top with Egypt, that he eventually with you went on to write Voilà this year?
That was crazy, and you know what? The fun thing is when Valentina won, I was in front of my computer and I wasn't with Egypt because he was at home with his wife, etc., etc. And there were a little décalage between him and me. So he saw Valentina winning before me. So I hear him screaming like ah, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what's happening?
So exciting.
And finally he won, and we started to cry, and we were so proud. Actually, that was so cool to have the opportunity of write for Carla and Valentina, because my dream is to write a Disney song, and when you write for young girls, it's not so far from a Disney, so it was so cool.
But you have written for children before. It's not the first. You have written for children before. It's not the first time that you write songs for children.
No, it's not the first time.
Yeah, and you have also done cinema. You have also done theater. Is it what do you like the most? Because you have done you have achieved great success.
Thank you. Actually, the thing I love the most is to sing. Write, compose, and sing. For the moment, it's the thing the most important for me in life. But I hope I wish I will have the opportunity of doing a lot of things, because it's very important for me to don't close doors. I want to open all the possibilities, all the doors. So I wish I will make movies. I wish I will write books. I wish I will do whatever I want without making any impossibilities.
Yeah, and actually about achieving, you have achieved a lot of things now. So far, as we were saying, you have also duet with Callum Scott.
Yes.
Such a beautiful duet. Congratulations on that as well.
Thank you.
It went viral on YouTube, and I wanted to ask you as well the connection with the Spanish Eurovision community, and how did it come up that you came here to Rocío's program in Telecinco?
I don't know. I saw that Voilà was like number 2 and then number 1 in Spain, and I was like, oh my god, what's happening there? When you write a song, you can't imagine that the song can pass the frontier and go and be listened by other people, so it's totally crazy. And when they called me to go on Rocío, I was so surprised and so happy, and I came, and I didn't know the story of Rocío. I didn't know that the documentary was about her courage to raise her voice against violence, etc. So when I knew that, I was like so proud to be invited to sing, because in France I raised my voice against the same theme, and actually Voilà is a perfect song because it's a song about affirmation of yourself, about hope, about love, but for you, to you, for you. So it matches perfectly with the message of Rocío and her courage, and I was so glad to be here, and so glad because Spanish people are so kind with me. They send me a lot of messages, and I'm trying to answer. I'm trying to speak Spanish, but I'm not so good at it.
Anything you can say to the Spanish fans in Spanish? Would you dare to say it?
Hola. Wait. Soy encantada de tu apoyo y muchas veces.
Yes. Great. you've got the love from the Spanish community. Maybe you are expecting the 12 points from the televote as well. We don't know. We will see. But, Rocío, of course, that was going to be my next question. Now that you mentioned you're raising the voice for women's rights in France a lot. You're a very supportive person when it comes to violence and this kind of issues that, you know, this story is being big. It's getting a lot of attraction. When everyone is expecting the next series every week. Last night we have Blas Cantó performing. Next week we're gonna have him performing his Eurovision song, and we also had John Tears, that you got really well along, from Switzerland. So how do you see that this program in Spain, even though the topic is something very different, way apart from Eurovision, to you know, promote Eurovision music?
You know, I think it's very cool because I don't know how it's going in the other countries, but I see that in France, for example, we have we don't do very promotions for Eurovision. It's not something very popular here. So I think it's very, very not kind, but very, you know, bienveillant from Spain and Spanish programmator of TV, etc., to listen to other songs and to love it and to not hesitate to invite artists, because, you know, during this year with the COVID and everything, it's very rare the moment that you can sing your song and sing your song on TV or in front of people. So I think it's very, very gentle is not the word, but I think it's very cool. And actually, it's I already did, but I would like to thank them because it's very, very, very nice to do it.
Yeah, and you also got to meet Blas on the airport. How was it, the meeting with him?
It was so cool. You know, I don't know if you met him, but he's a wonderful guy. He's very simple, he's very humble, and we speak a lot about his song, about Eurovision, but about also his career in Spain, because he's very famous in Spain.
Yes.
And he's very sweet, and we decided to make a duet with the flute on Rotterdam on Céline Dion.
Wow!
We're going to do it.
Yeah, because he's very good at French and he likes French music, so I think matches the perfect combination. And by mentioning,
someone who speaks French very, 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 very well.
Okay, yeah. I mean, everyone is like not concerned, but you know, always asking themselves like, Blas is very good at speaking English. It's very good at speaking French. It's like the perfect Eurovision entry from Spain.
He's a star.
He is, but he's not getting the attention maybe he deserves. I don't know. He's been very followed here in Spain for many, many years. Why do you think he's not doing that well at the predictions?
You know, I think we are going to have a lot of surprises. I think he will make the difference when people are going to listen to him talk, because his story is very important. He talked about his grandmother who died from the COVID, and because when you see him talking, he's so sweet. You want to love him actually, and you want to be close to him. You want to be his friend, and I think he has the habits of making the stage. So I think he's going to get on the top, like
he's gonna rise. He's gonna be climbing on the predictions and okay. So now reaching the end of the interview, I don't want to leave it without asking you for your sound, because I have been listening to your music. You have 3 EPs so far. Your last one, Le Pierre, was released in March. Tell me more about it, and tell me more, because I have already read that you changed a bit your sound to the chanson français. In 2018, you changed your manager, Elodie, as you mentioned. How did it all happen, and where are you heading off now?
It's a long story, but actually 3 or 5 years ago, I decided to be more kind with myself and to listen to my intuitions and what I had inside. And inside, so it means take confidence on you, assume your choices, etc., etc. And so, you know, the music is, your music make transformation. It's like your humanity. I mean, we are always in movement. We are always changing, and the music change with you.
So does the music.
My music is la chanson française, and this is the music I love, this is the music I love to do, this is the words I love to write. And that's fun because Les Prières is something more weird, maybe, because you know I started to compose it during the first COVID, and I was alone. And usually when I make music, I have a pianist with me because it's important for me to have my brain free. So when someone is playing music, my brain can make all the melody I want. And if I don't have a musician with me, my inside melody is more small. And during the COVID, I was alone, and I was like, okay, so if I can't get out of my home, I don't want to stop music. So I have to find a solution to make music alone. And I decided to make music only with my voice, and that's the beginning of the Les Prières. It's a small album with only my voice and only my with like arrangement of vocal arrangement, etc., etc.
So how, because you said that you're also going to the studio during next week, no interviews, no any other influences, but how are you gonna, because that's an interesting question for me, I wanted to ask you, how are you gonna do to put your origins, because your grandparents come from Serbia and Iran, if I'm not wrong?
Yes.
And then your influences like Patrick Bruel, and maybe you are all being... Jacques Brel, sorry, and you're also compared to Edith Piaf sometimes. Do you take that with you in order to write and compose and produce songs, or you're leaving it all aside?
No, you know, I don't think of it, but it's totally part of me. So I never think, oh, I will put a Serbian thing in my music, or oh, I will put an Iranian thing in my music. No, you can't think like this, but when you are like, I'm full of all those things, I'm full of all those chansons françaises, I'm full of all my grandfather, grandmother, etc., etc. So I think when you are creating something, this thing is necessary, have the taste of all those things you have in you.
And as authentic as you are, and so your surname, Pravi, is it in Serbian? Pravi?
Yes, it means authentic in Serbia.
Thank you so much, Barbara, for being with us. I might ask you a little last thing. Could you sing us a bit of Voilà for our followers, watchers, everyone?
Of course. Voilà, 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 voilà qui je suis, me voilà même si mise à nu c'est fini, c'est ma gueule, c'est mon cri, me voilà, tant pis. Voilà.
Voila! Thank you so much for being with us. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, and see you in Rotterdam.
See you in Rotterdam. À bientôt. And
Oui, à bientôt.
nous, I don't know how to say it in French. We see each other in Rotterdam. Yes, sure. Yes. Nos vemos en Rotterdam. Chao, Bárbara. Muchas gracias.
Bye, Adrian. Bye.
Gracias.